So if you've been using essential oils a lot and for a good amount of time, you know what often happens is you get drawn to a certain oil. It can happen when you're placing an order, you're getting ready to place an order, and an oil just keeps popping up in the back of your mind and you just keep thinking about it. Or it happens when you're standing in front of your oils trying to figure out, oh, which one do I want to use today? And you just keep getting drawn to one specific oil. And for me, that happens a lot, and it's usually when my body is trying to tell me, hey, we need this oil, let's use this one today. And it actually happened with Exodus 2 essential oil blend from Young Living. Hey guys, it's Natalie with livingtheoillife.com. Welcome back to my channel. It's Must Have Monday, and today I want to talk about Exodus 2, which I was drawn to a couple months ago when I was getting ready to place my order. Now I've known about Exodus 2 for quite some time, but I really wasn't really interested in getting it for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. It just wasn't on my top 10 list to get, but I just kept thinking about it. I kept seeing it on the internet and I kept reading about it, and finally I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it. And I am so glad I did, because when I opened up the bottle and I smelled it, I was just like, ah, something just happened. It was a really cool experience. But if you haven't heard of Exodus 2, it says that it is a blend of essential oils that has cleansing properties, especially when applied to the feet. And if you're wondering where the name came from and you're familiar with the Bible, it comes from the plants that are used in this oil blend are mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible in Exodus. They're mentioned a lot, especially when God was instructing Moses on how to make the anointing oil for the temple and the altar and how to for themselves. They're mentioned in there, and the plants are mentioned in other areas of the Bible also. But like I said, it has cleansing properties. And to me, when I opened it, I was just like, oh my gosh, where has this oil been? Now, I'll tell you the oils and I'll tell you what I think about it. So when it was first formulated a while, years back, it contained galbanum and spikenard. So if you see old graphics or if you see old videos and ads and things like that, it may still mention galbanum and spikenard, but they were actually replaced with Vetiver and Northern Lights Black Spruce. So it has 8 essential oils in it. And like I said, Northern Lights Black Spruce, which is grounding yet uplifting. It has Vetiver, like I said, which is grounding. And it also helps in coping with everyday stresses or recovering from emotional trauma. And a lot of mamas know that it helps their children that just need a little bit of calming, need a little bit of focus during studies and homework and things like that, or running around the house. Vetiver is wonderful for them. It also contains Cassia, which is in the cinnamon family. It contains Myrrh, which is wonderful for your skin, and it also has antioxidant properties. And it has cinnamon, which helps to keep your immune system happy. If you don't know about cinnamon, make sure you Google it and see how many wonderful things cinnamon is for. It contains hyssop, which is noted for its cleansing and purifying properties. And it has the big dog frankincense, which we know helps to oxygenate the limbic system of the brain, which helps with our moods and our emotions and is just an overall body helper to keep it happy. Frankincense is amazing. And all of those little oils, or not little oils, but all of those oils are blended in a little bit of olive oil, because the cassia and the cinnamon make it very, very spicy oil. And when I first opened it, it reminded me a lot of Christmas spirit. And I guess because of the cinnamon in it, it just gave me that sense of Christmas spirit. But to me, it is just much more than Christmas spirit, and I like it a lot more than Christmas spirit. And to me, you're going to think this is funny, but to me, it is as if thieves and Christmas spirit had a baby. They would have Exodus 2. Even though the oils aren't the same, it just seems that way to me, because for thieves we know is wonderful for your physical body. It is absolutely amazing for your physical body. And then Christmas spirit is really, really great for our emotions and getting us in the holiday spirit and things like that. And so to me, together, that is what Exodus 2 does. It is wonderful for not just your physical body, but for your emotions. And I think that's what happened to me when I opened it up. It was like, I was having a really hard day, and if you follow me, you know, I've just been through a lot of stuff physically and emotionally this past year. And when I opened it and I smelled it, it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to be okay. And it just kind of like something just lifted. It was very, very strange. But I could just sit here and smell this all day long. It is very spicy smelling. You can definitely smell the cassia and the cinnamon bark in it. And it's not sweet smelling like Christmas spirit can be a little sweet smelling or citrusy smelling because of the orange in it. It's not that. It's very citrusy, not citrusy, sorry. It's very spicy, very warm aroma to it. I absolutely love it. And for me, I use it mostly topically. I will put it on the bottom of my feet, especially at night, to help with my immune system. And I will alternate it with thieves, simply because I just love the smell of it. And like I said, I will just smell it straight out of the bottle, and I will also diffuse it in my diffuser at night, especially if I've had a rough day. It's just very calming to me. But it's also uplifting at the same time. You know, one of those oils that it grounds you and it calms you, but it also lifts up your mood at the same time. So you could also use it topically. It is an aromatic topical use oil, but even though it is in a little bit of olive oil, you definitely want to dilute it with a carrier oil. I would do 1-to-1, 1 drop of carrier oil to 1 drop of Exodus 2, because it is spicy, so you want to be careful. And it says that it should not be used on children under 5. So if you have a child under 5, I would stick with thieves. If you're wanting to help promote their immune system, I would stick with thieves. And women that are pregnant should also use caution when using it. And I think that's probably because of the hyssop in it and the cinnamon. I think you need to be careful with it. So if you have not tried Exodus 2, you really need to put it on your Essential Rewards order, your monthly order, so that you can get points back. If you're not sure what Essential Rewards is, make sure you speak to your sponsor or message me and I can help you. It is a 5 milliliter bottle, and it is $24 wholesale. So it's not expensive, especially for having myrrh and frankincense in it. Those two are pretty expensive oils, and so it's only $24, and it will last you a while. It is a thick oil to me because of the olive oil and the myrrh. I think it is thick. But it is great. Oh, I also use it, sorry, got to back up. I also use it with my lotion. I will put it especially on my arms so I can just smell it throughout the day more. And I will put it in my diffuser necklace, so I have it. And if I'm having a tough day, I just smell it, and it's just an amazing oil to me. I just really, really love it, not only for its physical keeping my immune system happy, but keeping my emotions happy too. It's wonderful. If you've used this Exodus 2, make sure you comment below and tell us how you use it. And if you don't have essential oils at all, especially Young Living oils, which are the oils that I only recommend, then I would love for you to get in contact with me. I would love to help you get started on your oil daily journey and be there alongside of you every step of the way. You can message me below or private message me, or you can go to livingtheoillife.com and it will help you get started there. So that's it for this must-have Monday. If you like this video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up by clicking on the thumb below. Make sure you subscribed if you haven't yet. And as usual, until next time, keep living the oil life, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.